Hello friends, this is Ramesh Sharma here and you are watching React.js mini YouTube series. So in this series we did the introduction part yet, but now this is a part 1 of this series, and in this first part we are going to create our interface. So in the interface we will only create our navigation bar first. So this whole project is going to be in from the scratch here. So today we are going to just create a navigation bar, because if we will create this, so this layout we will create when we will get data from our YouTube API. So today we will create only navigation bar. We will use Bootstrap. So we will do it from the scratch here. So first of all we will go to any folder and we will create our React app. So let's go there and let's create our React app. Now let's install our React app first. So first of all I am in the project folder here. So there is one folder named project here. So that is under the G and my pending YouTube tutorials, React.js mini YouTube, and under the project folder I am. So first of all we will open CMD under this folder here. So that is project folder. So let's open it. See that now I am under this folder here, that is opened already. So first of all we will create our React app here. So we will write npx. So make sure you have Node.js installed. So if you don't have Node.js installed, then go to nodejs.org and install that. And after that make sure you have an active internet connection to run this command here. So because it is downloading from the GitHub, so these all files or files of React.js and folders of React.js are downloading from the GitHub. So that's why we need an active internet also. So here the command will be write npx create React app and name of that app, and name of that app will be mini YouTube. So let's do it. Click enter. So it will take little time for that. So let's wait for it. So see that our now React app is start creating, and see that here folder is also created named mini YouTube. So it is installing your dependency. So it will take little time depending on your internet connection. So as I don't use Yarn, so that's why it will take little time also. So let's I am pausing the video till it is getting installed, and will continue till this when this will be installed again. Now our React app is successfully installed. Let's first of all go to our mini YouTube here. So simply write here cd and then mini YouTube. So now we are under the mini YouTube folder here. So this is a mini YouTube here. So now we are under the mini YouTube folder. So here first of all let's write npm start here. So first of all we will open it in our VS Code here. So simply write code and dot here. So it will take little time to open this on the VS Code. So till it is opening in the VS Code, so simply we will write npm start here to start our application. So this will automatically start in your default browser here. So till this is opening in my browser and in the VS Code it is opening. So I am pausing the video till then. So after that we will continue here and we will clean our application, and after that we will add Bootstrap CDN link, and then we will create our navigation bar. So friends, we already created our React app, and this our React app is also opening here. So see that, and I already cleaned our React app here. So this is our whole React app that I opened in my VS Code here. So you can download VS Code from your any VS Code website here. So vs.org is the website name. So here I cleaned our app here. So first of all, I already embedded. See that here our text is little bit changed here. So our text is now little bit changed. Now because of this is because I already implemented our this one. See that this is our bootstrap CDN here. So I already implemented a bootstrap CDN in index.html. So when we will post this, embed our link here in the index.html, then it will affect to our application, because our application will be rendered in our HTML only. It will be rendered in our root div. So this is a root div with ID root here. So because this is done by the help of virtual DOM. So if you don't know about virtual DOM, and if you don't know about the package, how the React is working, you can watch my React.js series from starting. You will get to know about that. So now let's first of all start creating component. We will create only navigation bar, because other things we will create in other parts here. So after we will get the data, then we will create other parts here. So here will be our components. So here will be our components folder. So we have created the components folder. Now here we will create our header.js file. So header.js file, make sure your H is bigger here. So it is in capitalized letter. So because this is an rule, like there is a main component, that component will first letter will be only bigger here. So first we will import React from React. So after that, now we imported our React from React here. So we will create our functional component that will be header. So this is our functional component, that is our header here. So first of all, let's export this. Export default. So we are going to export this here. Then it will return simply one thing. So we will create first of all container. So we will create here division. Class name will be container and container fluid. So now div is closed only. So now this div is successfully closed. So now this div is successfully closed here. So here there is one div and its class name will be is equals to call md 12. Now div is also closed here. Now here will be our navigation bar. So here we will write our navigation bar or nav. There is only class name here. So because if I will write class here, so this will confuse here. So our React.js will confuse that it is a class keyword or it is an class attribute. So that's why we are writing our class name, because it is an JSX attribute here. Because we are using JSX in our React.js. So that's why. Now here in the navigation bar there will be one class here. So here will be our class name. So that class name will be navbar. So here will be only nav here. So that is navbar. So here we will create one anchor tag. So anchor here, first of all, its class name will be navbar brand. Navbar brand. So here I will not prefer any preference to our interface here. So there will be I will not give any preference to our interface more. So because my main motive is to how you can get data from an YouTube API, and then how you can interact with that data to make a mini YouTube like style in this application. So I will not give any preference to any this interface here, because interface you can also create that. So my main preference is that how you can embed our main functionality of this website here. So because if I will take time to make an interface, the video will be very long and this project will take so much time for that. So that's why. So here the class name will, is navbar brand here. So h reference. So here will be h reference will be slash here, only slash, and here will be write mini YouTube. And let's add some classes here. So here will be text, font weight. So font weight will be bold. Here font weight will be bold and will be text will be dark here. So text dark here. So our anchor tag is also done here. So here we will create one division here. So we can also create a form here. So let's create one form here. So form action will be nothing. So till that action will be nothing here. So we will in the next part we will create an action here also. So that action we don't need because we are using React here. So we are going to fetch the data from API. So just we will interact with our state only. So we will create form controlled controlled form we will create. So I will also make an video to how you can create an uncontrolled form. I will make that video also. So uncontrolled form can be done by like there is one login form. The login form is known as uncontrolled form, or you can say that our comment form, rating form is also an uncontrolled form. So that's why that's thing. So here class name. So class name will be here col, as it is col md12. So it will take col md5 here. So col md5. So here will be our form control. Form group will be there first. So form group, and then there will be input, and it will be our text box. So input text, and its name will be our search. ID will be search only, and then will be our submit button. And submit button, if its class name will be col md2 here, or you can say that col md1, and here its class name will be is equals to form control. So its value will be search. And here we want button. So button here will be btn. So btn primary will be there. So let's go further. So here we will apply deflex here. So deflex to make a flex box here. So after that form, after here is a form here. So now there will be our one paragraph. So we will write that only. So here will be our one paragraph here. So that under that paragraph there will be our one text here. So that is welcome, and there will be one span. So span, and here will be we will write guest here. So by default there will be guest here. So its class name. So we will write class name as text primary. So save it, and now let's see how it is working. So actually this will not work till yet because we did not embedded our header under the app here. So we will go here, and here we will embed our header here. So here will be header. So it is not imported. So let me do it again. So header, now it will import automatically. So because that's why I am preferring this Visual Studio Code. See that this is our header, and it already automatically import our header from the desired place here. So that's why it is good. So let's see, it is compiling. It will take little time for compilation. So it is taking little bit of time here. So see that now it is compiled successfully, and now it is compiling again. So because I saved 2 times here, so now it should refresh. Let's see. So I am pausing the video till our browser is refreshing. So actually this is an Chrome browser, so that's why sometimes, and my configuration, my PC configuration is also low, so sometimes my browser gets not responding, so that's why it takes little time for that. So I'm pausing the video till my browser is reloading, so I don't want to waste any time in the video here. Now see that our browser is also reloaded, and see that now this our navigation bar is looking like this. See that, but see that this is not looking so much good here. So I will take care of this now, and let's change our little bit our interface also here. So here let me do this call MD6 here. So when I will reload this, uh, so now it is looking little good here. So let make it at call MD7. So let do it again. See that this is our search bar here. So now I can make here like this is call MD7, uh, and our guess is this is whole looking good here. So but our navigation bar is not looking little good. So we have to change this. Our form is here. Form is also here. So let's apply here call MD. Here 7 it is, and then here we will apply call MD6. So let's see how will it work. So see that call MD6 is looking like that. So call MD 10 will be here. So because here call MD6, call MD10, see that call MD10 is looking good for this. And now there will be one margin here. So here will be margin, margin left will be 1 here. So margin left we want, so margin left will be 1 here. See that now this is our search bar here. So search bar is also created, our navigation bar. So just we want now our border bottom here. So for our this container fluid, we want border bottom. So in under the class name we will write border bottom will be 1 here, and there will be shadow. So let's see how it is looking. So see that now our this interface is looking like this. So now let's do one thing here. So here let's do one thing. So here we will apply one padding here. So here will be padding y1. So let's see how it is looking now. So padding y1 is looking little good. So let's apply. So we will make our padding bottom that is 0 here. So padding top will be 1 and padding bottom will be 0 here. So let's see how it is looking. So I think it is compiling. Compile. it is compiled successfully. Reload this. So now it is looking good enough. So here just apply placeholder. So here will be our placeholder here. So here placeholder. So here placeholder will be search here. I know that Material UI is better for React.js than Bootstrap here. So, but still, this is a just mini YouTube here. So, my main motive is to tell you that how you can get the data from your website, from the YouTube API here, and how you can render here, how you can click on any video, and how you can render the second video here, like YouTube do, like in YouTube you do. So for that I will not give any preference to our interface so much. So now our navigation, whatever interface is looking good now, it is taking a look here. So now navigation bar is done perfectly. So now in the next video we will see how to make an YouTube API, how to create an API key from in the Google API. So we will not interact with the React application that we created in the next video. So after next video we will interact with our React.js app again, and then we will start interacting with this form, and we will use that API key to retrieve our data from the YouTube after the searching the data from the here with the help of control form and Axios. Axios is like a fetcher, but it is better than fetch and good for React.js to send an API request. So we will only use get request here. So because we are not going to create an API for post request. So for post request we have to do many things also. So there are many things to do with YouTube API. Like we can also post our data to YouTube API. We can also upload our video through the YouTube API to the YouTube to our channel. So that's why the API key is also needed here. So API key is a main parameter to verify your identity for our API request. So API key is used as an authorization, like it is a token for you. So it is like a token here. So now our interface is completed here and it is taking shape, and this after we will retrieve the data, retrieve the videos here. So in the next part of that, after the retrieving the video part here, then we will start getting our this how to display our videos here. Then we will create our interface more ahead here. So till then, goodbye. I will see you in the next video. If you have any queries, please comment in the comment section. At last, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Please like, share and subscribe this channel. Bye bye.